What's going on, Pocket Theory? It's your main man, Suds, coming to you from my home office here in Austin, Texas. Just when you thought I might be done for the holidays, we got a bit of a Christmas bonus episode for you. What are we talking about today? We're talking about Christmas traditions that don't suck. If you're like me, you love the holiday season. You love to get into the Christmas spirit, and that's what we're going to talk about today. Things that you can do around Christmas time that don't suck. But in order to frame things in the proper context, we're going to have to talk about some Christmas holiday traditions that do suck. So we're going to start off quickly with a top 10 list of traditions that just suck and should probably go away. Are you ready for this one? Starting at the top, fruitcake. What the hell are you doing? I don't know who first started sending fruitcake. I don't know whose idea it was to put like dried up fruit and nuts in a cake and then send it to people. But just, please, let's just stop. It's a terrible tradition. We should all stop doing it. Coal in stockings. Can we do something a little bit more sustainable than coal? Really? It's very dirty. Mistletoe. What the fuck? If you're really into mistletoe, first of all, you're unsanitary. And second of all, you're probably a creeper, right? There's nothing really that great about mistletoe, forcing people to kiss one another on freaking holidays. Speaking of forced holiday crap, gift exchanges. Yikes. It's not good enough that I have to work with these assholes like 12 months a year, but now I got to buy a gift for one of them too at Christmas time. Negative. Gift exchanges, especially forced participation gift exchanges. Get the fuck out of here with all that stuff. Toyotathon. I hope you die.
I hope you die.
Waiting until Christmas Eve to decorate the Christmas tree. Who does this? And why do you do this? This is something that I see in like old TV shows like the Mary Tyler Moore Show or Dick Van Dyke or whatever. They wait until Christmas Eve to put decorations on the Christmas tree. What a waste. All right. If you're not going to go at least 3-4 weeks out for Christmas, you're wasting your time. I guess maybe it might have something to do with if you have a real Christmas tree and you get it like the week of Christmas. I don't know. Maybe it has to do with tinsel. Tinsel used to be very popular back in the day. I don't know why, but waiting until Christmas Eve to decorate the tree, nonsense. Let's just stop that right now. Getting fat. What in the hell? This is the worst holiday tradition that, I don't know if this is just an American thing or if this is all over the world, but
I'm full.
my God, getting fat sucks. If we can just somehow enjoy all of the festive treats of the holiday season and not get fat, I would appreciate that. Scientists, work on it. Elf on a shelf. Just fuck off. Lying to children about Santa Claus. Look, I know it's necessary, the young kids, but let's be honest. If Santa Claus did exist, he would probably be a diabetic with congestive heart failure. It's a lot easier to fit down the chimney after the doctor chops your foot off. Oh, is that too real? Is it too real? Having talked about the Christmas traditions that suck ass, I think now we can move along to the Christmas traditions that are actually kind of cool. These are the things that I do. Maybe you do them too. First and foremost, putting together that holiday-themed everyday carry. Yeah, you could just carry the same knife, the same flashlight, and the same pen that you always carry. Or you could put yourself together a nice festive everyday carry with a Christmas-themed knife and a Christmas-themed flashlight.
You're a fucking nerd. You're a fucking nerd.
Another Christmas tradition that I think rocks ass. Ugly Christmas sweaters.
I'm talking about ugly, cheesy, corny holiday sweaters.
Look, it's cold outside. You already have to dress warm. You might as well find the ugliest, tackiest Christmas sweater that you can find and wear it. I am wearing a sushi sumo wrestler ugly sweater. Yeah, it was designed specifically to be an ugly sweater, but you know what? It still counts.
Still counts. It still counts.
Another holiday tradition that I think is worth doing is sending out holiday cards. Christmas cards, New Year's cards, whatever it might be.
What's new with me? Let's see. Still a bitch?
You can even get cards like these from my friends at tacticalgreetingcards.com. Advent calendars. You're gonna have to go through every day of December anyway. You might as well do something fun every single day. They do make a lot of advent calendars where you pull open a little slot and get a candy treat, some chocolate or something like that. You can get an advent calendar like this, which is an advent calendar specifically for couch potatoes. It'll get you up off the couch every day of December so we can try to combat that other tradition that sucks, getting fat. Something you can get into with your significant other or younger members of the family, gingerbread houses. That's right. This was like $12 on Amazon. It's a pretty heavyweight kit. It's got everything that you would need architecturally to put together a gingerbread house. It's got all the frosting, it's got all the decorations, and the good news is when you're done and you finally have the house built, you can smash it and eat it. It's delicious. I love gingerbread. Another Christmas tradition that you can get into, and it's even easier now than it was like 25 years ago when I wanted to start doing it, is time-honored Christmas entertainment. You're talking about stuff like episodes of classic TV shows, The Facts of Life, Night Court, Cheers.
You're a phony, old man.
When I started putting together my ultimate Christmas playlist, this is back in like the days of Napster and SoulSeek. Yeah, the very first video I ever downloaded was a Christmas episode of the TV show Silver Spoons, where Ricky Schroeder finds a homeless family living in a cave on his dad's property.
Merry Christmas! Does Joey Thompson live here?
Yeah, it's me!
It's a crazy show, but that same episode is now available on YouTube. My wife is a huge fan of the TV show Friends. I love The Office and 30 Rock. They have some great Christmas episodes. Make yourself a little Christmas playlist of your favorite classic TV shows, but don't skip out on cheesy Christmas specials.
On the Star Wars Holiday Special.
The Star Wars Christmas special is legendary. I'm a big fan of the old Judy Garland, Andy Williams, Dean Martin type Christmas specials that they used to play on TV. But my favorite Christmas special ever is the Pee-wee's Playhouse Christmas special from, I think, 1987. I had to download the Pee-wee's Playhouse Christmas special years ago, and it took me forever to do it and find it. But now it's on YouTube. You can just queue it up and play it on YouTube. It is one of the most bizarre Christmas specials ever recorded. It is absolutely a treat. You should definitely watch it this holiday, especially if you've never seen it before. And finally, classic Christmas movies. Yeah, I mean, people can debate whether Die Hard is a Christmas movie or not.
It is. See you at the party, Richter.
I'm talking about the classics. Christmas Story, Christmas Vacation, It's a Wonderful Life, and of course, I'm a big fan of Scrooged with Bill Murray. One of the easiest traditions that everybody I think is on board with is holiday comfort food. I'm not just talking about pumpkin spice bullshit. I mean, that's fine with me. You do you if that's what you're into. I'm talking about ski lifts, a little bit of hot cocoa with peppermint schnapps. If you've never tried one, it's my wife's new favorite holiday cocktail. Eggnog. I love a good eggnog. You don't even have to put brandy in it. I'm just a fan of eggnog at the holidays. Cookies and pie. I don't have much of a sweet tooth. I don't like to eat sweet treats all year round. In fact, most of you know I'm usually doing keto. But when I'm eating carbohydrates at Christmas time, give me some cookies and give me some pie. Tamales. I'm not sure where this tradition originates. I just know that my family ate tamales around Christmas and New Year's when I lived in Los Angeles. The best tamales I ever ate in my life was at Christmas time. I went to a Home Depot in East Los Angeles, and there was an old Mexican grandmother selling tamales out of a big PVC work bucket. They were $5 for a half dozen, and they were the best tamales I've ever eaten in my life. If you knew the prices that tamale vendors were charging here in Austin, Texas, it's a racket. It is definitely some kind of tamale mafia happening here in Austin, but I go to H-E-B and I get mi tienda pork tamales. They're like $10 for a dozen. Chef's kiss. They're very adequate tamales. In fact, some might argue they're good tamales. My favorite holiday comfort food tradition is something that my dad used to do. We usually put up our Christmas decorations like the first week of December. And the night that we put up Christmas decorations, my dad would run out and get Chinese takeout and bring back a whole bunch of Chinese food. And we'd have a big Chinese food feast and then finish putting up our Christmas decorations. This is a tradition that I love. I love Chinese food, and I've gotten my wife into it as well. So every year when we put up our Christmas decorations, we have a big Chinese food feast. Another fun tradition is just decorating a Christmas tree. Yeah, don't wait until Christmas Eve like the people on the Dick Van Dyke Show used to do. put your tree up like 3-4 weeks before Christmas, and then hang ornaments on it. Every year, my wife and I like to go out on a shopping excursion here in Austin and find a new ornament that we can add to our tree. So when you look at our tree, it's a little virtual history of our entire relationship. Vacations that we've taken, significant events that have happened in our life, or just really cool things that we like. I'm a big fan of like 80s and 90s pop culture, so a lot of the ornaments on our tree are cartoon characters. I have a full set of Tiny Toon Adventures Hallmark ornaments because I love the Tiny Toon Adventures show. If you're not already decorating a Christmas tree, you can go get a very small Christmas tree at the craft store. You don't have to spend a lot of money. You can get some cheap ornaments, and it does spruce up your house.
It spruce these up a little, just a little sprucier.
One tradition that I don't think is talked about enough is just holiday cheer. The spirit of giving. We live in a pretty cynical society. America is kind of a self-involved culture. It's nice that once a year we have a holiday where it's okay to just like give people things for no good reason other than, hey, it's Christmas time. The last Christmas tradition that I want to talk about is something that's near and dear to my heart. For as long as I can remember, every Christmas when I would wake up and get to the bottom of my Christmas stocking, I would find an orange in the toe of my stocking. I'm not 100% sure where this tradition originates. I know that my family didn't invent it. I know that it's popular in several countries around the world, but I do know that it became popular in America during the Great Depression. I mean, think about it. If you're dirt poor, you don't have a lot of resources, you don't get a lot of treats throughout the year, but you wake up on Christmas morning and you find like a bag of walnuts and an orange in your stocking, that was a genuine treat to people, especially kids during the Great Depression. This is a tradition that my grandfather brought to the family. My grandpa grew up in a steel town in Pennsylvania called McKeesport during the Great Depression. And not only is it an awesome Christmas tradition, you know that everything is right in the world when you find an orange at the toe of your stocking, but it's also just a reminder of my working class upbringing and the fact that I come from a proud, hardworking American family. And that's it, Pocket Theory. That's the whole holiday kit and caboodle. That's my top 10 Christmas traditions that don't suck. Do you have any traditions that you and your family do every year?
The tradition of Festivus begins with the airing of grievances.
Leave a comment and let me know what they are. I'd love to hear about it.
I got a lot of problems with you people.
In the meantime, when it comes to having fun at the Christmas season, just remember to think outside the box, be creative with your gear, and have fun with your Christmas decorations. This is Suds with Pocket Theory.
Christmas!
Terry, what you want?